Psychologists conduct research because intuitions are often wrong, and in fact, authorities and experts often disagree with each other. Over time, scientific methods allow psychologists to make claims that are likely to be true. One key method of research, called correlational research, examines whether or not two variables are related. When two variables are correlated, then knowing one variable allows you to make good predictions about the other variable. Let's look more closely at this method by examining a correlational study on media violence published in 1972 in American Psychologist. The study's sample consisted of 427 people from New York. When these participants were 8 to 9 years old, in third grade, these psychologists measured how much television violence the children watched. Childhood exposure to television violence is the first variable. 10 years later, when the participants were adults, 18 to 19 years old, the researchers measured the participants' level of aggressiveness. Adult aggressiveness is the second variable. The researchers examined the correlation between childhood exposure to television violence and adult aggressiveness. The correlation was about R equals 0.30, indicating a moderate relationship between the two variables. This correlation is positive, meaning that as one variable goes up, the other variable also goes up. The conclusion the researchers made was that a preference for watching violent television in third grade contributes to the development of aggressive habits as adults. It's important to note that correlational research has two major limitations. First, it can show only that two variables are associated, not that one causes the other. Interpreting a correlation in terms of causality is one of the biggest flaws in understanding research. Second, sometimes two variables are correlated because a third variable causes both. This is usually called the third variable problem. Another key research method is called experimental research. Experimental method of research can establish cause and effect. The researcher manipulates an independent variable, the variable that the experimenter controls. The researcher then measures a dependent variable, an outcome that is supposed to be affected by the independent variable. To illustrate experimental method of research, we staged a hidden camera scenario that had a student volunteer lay on the ground in two areas of a college campus to see if anyone would stop and ask him if he needed help. The independent variable in this experiment is the setting, as we had the student perform the action in an area with a lot of foot traffic and then in an area that was much less busy. We wanted to illustrate by this method that in busier areas, people are much less likely to stop and ask someone if they need help. Whereas people are more likely to offer help when there aren't many others around.
You okay? Yes, actually, I'm fine. I'm doing a hidden camera.
Our dependent variable measured that exact outcome.
Why did you decide to stop?
I just wasn't sure if he was all right or not. I wanted to make sure everything was okay. I saw him laying there and people walking by, and I just wanted to make sure that, I wasn't sure if he was just taking a nap or something really happened. So.
Well, I saw him lying on the ground, and first I thought, oh, he's just relaxing in the sunshine. I thought, not in the brick. And then Carlos there stopped. And I don't know if I would have stopped by myself, but it's that mob thing, if somebody stops, everybody will stop. And then I thought, are you all right? And he looked all right, but I just thought I needed to know before I just walked on.